Scoop up a single drop of pond water, slide it under a lens, and the still water turns into a crowded little city. Dozens of tiny shapes drifting, spinning, feeding. Every one of those specks is alive, and the closer you look, the more astonishing they turn out to be. So let's start with the simplest thing we can say about them. Every living thing you have ever seen is built from these. A blade of grass, a mushroom, a whale, all of it is cells, or the work of cells. Some creatures are a single cell, living a whole life on their own. Others, like you, are trillions of them, working together. But whether one or many, this is the rule with no exceptions. The cell is the smallest thing that is still alive, the basic unit of life. So what makes one of these specks alive? Look a little closer at what's inside. Every cell is wrapped in a thin skin called a membrane. It isn't a solid wall. It's a gatekeeper, an oily boundary that chooses what comes in and what goes out, keeping the right things in the right place. And inside, in the larger cells, the space is divided into little organs, each called an organelle, each with a job. A nucleus keeps the instructions. Mitochondria, release the energy. Ribosomes build. Others package and ship. Together, they run like the departments of a tiny factory, a library of instructions, a power plant, a workshop, a loading dock, all inside a space smaller than a speck of dust. Push a little further, and every cell on Earth falls into one of two great families. The simplest, bacteria, keep their instructions loose with no nucleus to hold them. These are the prokaryotes, K-A-I-R-E, oats. They came first, and they still outnumber everything alive. The other family seals its instructions inside a nucleus and fills up with organelles. The eukaryotes, U-K-A-I-R-E, oats, every plant, animal, and fungus. And though a plant cell, an animal cell, and a bacterium each carry their own tools, all three run on one idea, a bounded space that takes in energy, follows its instructions, and makes more of itself. From a stirring drop of pond water to a self-running factory reading its own code, that's the cell, the unit every living thing is written in, and the place all of biology begins.